In business, your numbers don't lie and the results absolutely do matter. And there is actually one video that will seriously set you apart. It will build trust and it will help you drive growth. So if you stick around, I am going to show you exactly how the best businesses are using brand stories to get ahead, as well as an exact formula that you can use with the help of AI to write your own. So I'm Jacob, the director at Unreal Media, and we've been in business for just over 6 years now, small team here in Australia, and we provide work nationally and have worked in many, many industries. So what in the world is a brand story? A brand story is like a superhero, but instead of a person flying around in their undies, it's your business. It tells you who the business is, what it cares about, what makes it special, and how it helps people. That's a little hint too, by the way, on how we do the formula. So I'm going to give that to you in just a second. So the videos that you can do to provide some value are going to help you win in the long run. So here's the exact formula that you can utilize with the help of AI to build your brand story. I'm going to now move over to here, and I'm going to now go over the cheat sheet for the brand story formula. Now, this is going to be very easy for you to basically copy and paste into Chatty, into Gemini, whatever AI platform that you use, your large language model, anything that comes out of AI, just double check it, tweak it, don't be lazy. Utilize it as a support for you, not to necessarily replace you yet. It probably will replace us soon. That's a whole different thing. We're gonna start with who you are. So you're gonna show who you are, what you do, and the face behind the business. You're gonna ask Chatty to write you a 2 to 3 sentence intro for your video. You're gonna fill in the blanks here, and you're gonna explain what you do. You can put as much info in that as you'd like. The more info, the better, obviously, because it helps prompt Chatty better. But or you can keep it simple. Now this line here, make it sound friendly, natural, not salesy. I put some notes here for tone and writing style. These are the ones that I tend to use for our business when I'm writing things, and what I've kind of felt comes across the nicest without needing to do major tweaks, because sometimes AI just kind of writes like it's writing for a child. You want it to sound professional. Like, we're all business owners here, so you can change this up, or you can utilize it, but you can change it up, talk about being conversational, make it more direct, get to the point kind of thing without the jargon, avoid jargon, keep it professional, write it in such and such as writing style. So if you like Tony Robbins or Alex Hormozi or whatever, Steven Spielberg even, like basically an expert that you like and that you want it to kind of emulate, put that there. I always like it to remove the words like enhance, discover, drive, gain, and transform, and I don't want it to have the hyphens. Not that it really matters if you're speaking it on a script, but it's just kind of good practice to get into. Just help it write a bit better, let it come across better. So when you do this, you'll basically get spat out something like that. Now what you care about, you're gonna help it now. This is the next part of your brand story. You're gonna now write a paragraph on why you started the business. It's gonna be short, sharp, it's gonna get to the point basically, and it's gonna look a little bit like this. You can also utilize that example here. You can feed it that. I didn't in the example, but you absolutely can. It might be a little bit more relevant for you. Play around with it. So now we're moving to the next section of the brand story. In this one, you're gonna wanna list 3 things that your business is unique or different from others in your industry. Focus on matters for your clients, and it's gonna turn into a 30-second script that you can utilize. So all up, by the way, your brand story video that like within this prompting is gonna be about 60 to 90 seconds. Pretty good way to do it, because let's say your brand story is 2 minutes in total. You don't want 2 minutes of straight talking. And that's kind of what it will spit out there. How you help people, pretty self-explanatory. Now we're getting to the outro, so now we're trying to tie it all together and bring in a bit of a call to action. Some optional hooks. So basically, if you're gonna run it on your ads as well, maybe you want some different versions of the start that you can test. So here's something that we sometimes do, like give me 3 different hooks. You can do 10, 15, whatever you want. But let's say you had 3 different hooks. You've got 3 different versions of the video essentially. So that first 2 to 4 seconds is different. You can test which works better and keep kind of testing it from there. And then complete prompt examples, so you can get straight to it and do that. Or you can tell it to put it all together. It's gonna put it all together in a pretty basic script. So this will basically be like, hey, I'm John and I run ABC Company. We're all about helping people get the most out of their time on the water with quality fishing rods that actually perform. I would probably change that to actually work. Again, that's directly from AI, but you're gonna tweak it a little bit to speak in your own language. Whether you're out on the weekend or chasing the next big catch, we've got the gear to make it happen. So for example, in this bit, whether you're out on the weekend or chasing your next big catch, this is typically when you could put B-roll over the top of your actual customers or yourself or actors, whatever you want to use, on a boat out there doing things on the weekend, driving the 4-wheel drive up onto the beach, getting the rods out, you know, make it exciting, make it visual, because it speaks visually and it makes it easy for you to then put the visuals into it. I started a company because fishing has always been my escape, my way to connect. It's super, super visual, right? It basically writes itself. It makes your filming easier. So it's always been my escape. It's a B-roll, slow motion, you walking through a forest or a beach or something. It writes itself and you're speaking it. And then you can obviously slot in a customer testimonial there. If I was gonna do that, I'd probably put that after the second bit or after the third bit, or both, second and third bit. But have fun with it. This structure, you know, you shouldn't have to muck around too much if you're just getting started. Obviously the filming side of things, somebody like us could take care of that. We can get a, you know, videographer to do that, to get all that footage. It's pretty easy. You can literally get this up and running in like less than 30 seconds if you just punch it all in. But I do recommend that you spend a bit of time, educate your AI software before you put it in, you know, tell it a bit about your business, give it your website, let it do some research on you, and then use these prompts. If you would like to learn about how brand stories can fit into your business, I've got 2 links in the description. So the first link will obviously take you to this document, and then the second link will actually take you directly to our brand story landing page, which you can then book a call with myself. We can go through this in depth together, build out the storyboard, put a video brief together. You're gonna walk away with tons of clarity. You're gonna wanna film the video with us after it. So check it out, and I hope you got some value out of this. If you have any questions about anything, do not hesitate to reach out. More than happy to help. Thank you.